Straight facts, homie. It's your boy Kate, man. You already know what time it is. We're back with another album review. We got the latest album by Nav, self-titled Nav. Yeah, the first time I heard Nav was in the summer. Yeah, the summer of 2016. My boy played on it in the car and we were down Ocean City. Shout out to Alec. We both had our first experience listening to it, and I was like, when I heard it, I was like, oh, this is cool. But because it just kept on playing every time we got in the car. And then I was like, the two songs was Lonely and Myself, or no, Up and Myself. I was like, yo, this dude is really like, this dude might actually have something. And then I heard, and then the first big mainstream push he had was on Travis Scott's album, First in Trap Sing One Night, one of my favorite albums from last year, was on Bees in the Trap, yeah, when he featured. And everybody seemed to, that's when he gained a lot of steam, mainstream wise, and a lot of people I knew started paying attention to him. So that fast forward to his album now, you saw him working with Weeknd, Weeknd showing him some love. He signed to Weeknd's label, so that was a big push for him. One of the few brown boys in the hip hop industry, so shout out to him for that. The album is 10 tracks, 11 tracks. I was expecting a couple big things for him because I like some of his previous work, but I'm gonna let you know right off the bat, this is nothing impressive, to be honest. I enjoyed his flow and beat selection on most of these projects, on these songs, but there's nothing impressive here because out of the 11 songs, 3 of the songs you already heard with Up, Myself, and Lonely. I understand why he puts them on the albums. They're hits. He's trying to sell his project the most, and it only makes perfect sense to put them on the album. But as for me to critique it, I've already heard those songs and there's no cohesive. Like, I know this has nothing to do with the album. You just try to put songs and work and sell your product. I can't hate the man for that, but it is what it is. The other big hit, or the only feature on here from The Weeknd, what's the song called? Somewhere. That song is garbage. It has a Weeknd feature, so you think it is gonna be decent. Like, there's nothing on there. There's nothing on there for really that's memorable. Now, I do love Up, I do love Myself, but those are already there. Now, Lonely and 10 Toes Down, I think those are probably the other 2 tracks I enjoyed the most on here. But Nav, I didn't really get this feel from songs before I listened to this project, but his lyrics, you don't have to blow over the top of the lyrics, but there was nothing impressive about his lyrical ability on this project at all. To be honest, there was some of the lyrics on here that was very corny and very whack, and he usually does have a couple quotables. Other projects and mixtapes. He missed me with My Mind, Good For It, Mariah, Sleep. Like, he talks about too much of the same thing. Like, there was this one line, he was like, I used to be broke, but now I got money, so I'm doing coke. I'm doing coke, I'm doing drugs, I'm drinking every day. Like, you was doing that when you was broke. So just because you got money, there's no correlation. Like, there's some of the stuff, like, I don't need it to be too introspective, but my dude, like, give me something to go off of. Like, this is garbage. He's literally talking about nothing. And there was certain points on here where he talked about, like, brown boy growing up or the struggle of being a brown boy in hip hop. I'm like, he should focus on that a lot, because, like, I've never heard anybody talk about that from that side, that perspective. So it would have been interesting if he honed in a little bit, more on that. But this was nothing impressive at all. It really hurt because I was expecting big things from Nav, and there's nothing really here to go off of. I think he still has a pretty good fan base. I know a couple people who like this project a lot, so hopefully he can build off of this. But the next project he has to take more strides in his music. His sound and flow are I think they can help him push and stay on mainstream a lot, because his sound and flow and the way he raps on beats is very good. And he should make more songs like Up and Myself, because, like, even though Myself, he was talking about a lot of drug references, he was just talking about the different things he'd been through and what he does to cope about it. But you can only talk about that for so long. Like, it was getting too redundant to the point, and it's all over the album, and it's just, I don't know. There's nothing on here really that's memorable for me. If I had to give this album a rating, if I would have never heard, like, if this was my first time hearing Up and Myself, I guess the album would be higher, but I'm gonna give this album a 3 out of 10, 30 out of 100. That's how I feel right now. You gotta come back with some more heat, and I'm gonna still be interested in hearing more work from you. Maybe not everybody can develop a full project. Maybe some people can just give you a song or two and a feature. But hopefully you're not one of those dudes and you come back with some more heat. Because this right here, nah, bruh. Step it up.